Hello friends, we are going to discuss on the John-Taylor distortion. In octahedral complexes, the splitting of d orbitals is divided into two sets. One set is known as the T2j orbitals and another set is known as the EJ orbitals. This splitting of d orbitals in octahedral complexes, T2j orbitals in lower energy and EJ orbitals in higher energy. This is known as the regular octahedral. Regular octahedral. Regular octahedral geometry. Okay. In this case, the elongation along the z-axis. Elongation along the z-axis. Therefore, the distortion, more repulsion. Elongation along the z-axis means less repulsion along the z-axis and more repulsion along the x square minus y square orbitals. This is the octahedral complexes, the regular octahedral complex. This is equal bond length, okay, and is converted into elongation along the z-axis. This is the regular octahedral and this is the distorted octahedral. Means unequal bond length along the z-axis. The same bond length of two ligands along the z-axis and the four ligands in this, they are also the equal bond length along the xy axis. That means they this is the unequal bond length of 6 ligands in octahedral complex. This is known as the distortion. Okay, and therefore the elongation along the z-axis. Elongation along the z-axis means z-axis is less repulsion. Less repulsion. Okay, that means less electron density. Less electron density along the z-axis, and therefore due to less electron along the z-axis, the less repulsion takes place. Okay, along the z-axis, less electron density means metal ion having electrons, the d orbitals having electrons and ligands having electrons. Therefore, the electron repulsion takes place along the z-axis. Comparatively, along the z-axis, along the xy axis also ligands are occupied, but the more electron density along the xy axis, that is more repulsion takes place. More repulsion takes place, and therefore along the x axis, due to more repulsion, the energy of d square minus y square orbital increases along the xy axis, and due to less repulsion along the z axis, therefore energy of d orbital is decreases, that is lowering energy of the dz square orbitals. Why these orbitals, dz square orbital is lower in energy and d square orbitals in higher energy due to more repulsion along the x axis and less repulsion along the z axis. Okay, you remember. The same, the comparison between dxy orbital is also more repulsion, and dxz and dyz orbital is less repulsion, therefore lower in energy. This is known as the Z-out distortion. Z-out distortion means along the z-axis of the ligands are away from the central metal ion, and therefore the splitting of d orbitals is in Z-out distortion. Distortion, the EJ orbital is again splitted into two sets. One is dz square orbital, another d square minus y square orbital. The splitting of the EZ orbital is into two sets. One is dz square and another is d square minus y square orbital. And T2z orbitals also contains three orbitals. These three orbitals again split it into two sets. One set is the dxy orbital, and lower in energy orbital is dxz and dyz orbital. Okay, this splitting of energy orbital dxz dyz is less repulsion as compared to dxy. Again, dz orbital is less repulsion uh, as compared to dx square minus y square orbital. In uh, in John Taylor distortion, the octahedral complexes is distorted. Distorted octahedral complexes. In distorted octahedral complexes, the splitting of d orbital is, this is the splitting of orbital. This is known as the octahedral. In regular octahedral, the splitting of the orbitals T2G and EG, and this is the distorted octahedron. Distorted octahedron complex. The splitting of d orbital in distorted octahedron complexes dxz dyz, again dxy dz square and d square minus y square orbitals. This is the elongation along the z axis. This is the elongation along the z axis or z out distortion. But in case of compression means z in distortion. Z in distortion. This is z in distortion means the shorter the bond length of two ligands along the z axis as compared to along the four ligands along the xy axis. Okay, and this is known as the compression of the octahedral complexes. This is also same EG orbitals and T2G orbitals. This is the regular octahedral complex, and this is the distorted octahedral complex. This is opposite to the this splitting of d orbital in distorted octahedral complexes is opposite to that of compression or Z distortion in the octahedral complexes. Here, compression along the axis, more repulsion. These more repulsion means, for example, okay. For example, D5 electronic or D4 electronic configuration. Here, EG and this is the T2G. Here, you remember the electron configuration in T2G and EG orbitals 1, 2, and 3. This is the 4. Here is dxy, dxz, and dyz. Here d square minus y square and dz square orbitals. Here 3 electrons occupied in T2G orbitals, dxy, dxz, dyz orbitals. Okay. Here 1 electrons occupied in d square minus y square. If the electrons occupied in d square minus y square orbital, the elongation takes place. जर हा इलेक्ट्रॉन जर ह्या dx स्क्वेअर आणि y स्क्वेअर ऑर्बिटल मध्ये जर असेल तर इलॉंगेशन तयार होतं. इलॉंगेशन जर हा इलेक्ट्रॉन मे बी occupied in dz square orbitals, therefore to form a compression along the z axis. This elongation along the z-axis or compression along the z-axis, it depends upon the electronic configuration of the T2G or EG orbitals. What type of electrons occupied in T2G and EG orbitals? If the electrons occupied in d square y square orbitals and d z square orbital is empty, suppose सर हा इलेक्ट्रॉन d square आणि y square मध्ये असेल तर याच्यामध्ये more electrons in d square and d square minus y square orbital. That means more repulsion takes place between the metal and ligand orbitals. If that means dz square orbital इथं काय dz square orbital is empty, रिकाम आहे, म्हणून इथं कमी repulsion होतं. That is less repulsion takes place between the central metal atom or ion and its surrounding ligand. That is its surrounding two ligands along the z-axis. And therefore here जर अशा टाइपचं जर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशन असेल तर त्याला इलॉंगेशन तयार होतं. इलॉंगेशन along the z-axis. Elongation along the z-axis means longer the bond length of the two ligands along the z-axis. Okay. Suppose if that this is D4 electronic configuration. Suppose dz square d5 or d7 electronic configuration. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay. Yeah. This is the equal distribution but unequal distribution. Unequal distribution in T2G orbitals and this is the equal distribution in EG orbitals. आता इथं जर इक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्युशन असेल तर जॉन टेलर डिस्टॉर्शन होणार नाही. जॉन टेलर डिस्टॉर्शन कधी होतं जर अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्युशन इन T2G और EG ऑर्बिटल्स. T2G किंवा EG ऑर्बिटल मध्ये जर अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्युशन असेल तरच काय होतं जॉन टेलर डिस्टॉर्शन होतं. आता याच्यामध्ये T2G मध्ये एक हा जो अनपेड इलेक्ट्रॉन आहे म्हणजे these are unequal distribution. पहिल्या दोन ऑर्बिटल मध्ये इक्वल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत आणि याच्यामध्ये सिंगल इलेक्ट्रॉन आहे. This is the unequal distribution. Okay, unequal distribution of electrons in T2G orbitals. Therefore here weak distortion takes place. Weak distortion कधी तयार होतं जर T2G मध्ये जर अनपेड इलेक्ट्रॉन असेल तर अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्युशन असेल तर. आणि स्ट्रॉंग डिस्टॉर्शन कधी होणार आहे जर EG ऑर्बिटल मध्ये अनइक्वल असेल तर. EG ऑर्बिटल मध्ये अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्युशन असेल तर स्ट्रॉंग डिस्टॉर्शन टेक्स प्लेस. वीक डिस्टॉर्शन in T2G orbitals and strong distortion in EG orbitals. इथं वीक कधी असणार आहे in T2G orbitals and strong in EG orbitals. You remember. Yeah. And therefore according to John Taylor distortion, the electronic distribution of electrons in d orbitals, the d orbital is split into T2G and EG orbitals. If the elongation takes place along the z-axis, therefore the splitting of d orbitals takes place dz, dyz and dx square orbitals. In each orbital is split into two sets. One set is dz square and another set is the d square minus y square orbitals. Again, compression along the z-axis is along the z-axis the more repulsion takes place along the z-axis and less repulsion along the d square y square orbitals. And therefore here the distortion takes place along the compression or z out z in distortion axis. Okay, this is the John Taylor distortion takes place in octahedral complexes in both z in distortion and z out distortion. That means compression along the z axis and elongation along the z axis. You remember. Okay, thanks.